This program is brought to you by Toronto Maple Leafs. We never not win.
Probability is the branch of math that predicts answers and what might happen within an event. An experiment is a well-designed process consisting of a number of trials with clearly possible results. The commonly used formula is this, where P at A represents the probability of an event, N at A is the number of possible events, and N at S is the number of possible outcomes.
This formula is used for both theoretical and experimental probability.
0 to 1 real quick.
The probability of an event is always a value between 0 and 1, where 0 is impossible and 1 is certain. Subjective probability is an educated guess. The complement of A is A prime, which is the probability of an event not happening. The complement formula is shown here.
There are 15 pool balls in a standard game of pool. What is the probability of Elvis hitting a red ball if there are 2 red balls? Since there are 15 balls in total, N at S equals 15, we'll be using the general probability formula. Therefore, the probability is 0.13.
Odds is a level of certainty about an outcome. They are commonly used in sports and gambling. The formula for odds in favor is shown here, and the formula for odds against is the exact opposite.
Bob Marley's once messy closet had 3 green, 2 red, 5 yellow, and 4 black sweaters. What are the odds he will pick a green sweater? We will be using the odds formula. Therefore, the odds is 3 to 11.
The formula for converting odds to probability is shown, where you have to isolate for P at A.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
An easier way to do this would be to use the formulas shown at the bottom of the screen.
The different counting techniques that can be used are permutations, combinations, and standard probability. This examines methods for determining the theoretical probabilities of successive or multiple events. The formula for this is shown here, where N is the total number of objects and R is what we are choosing, or P, N, R.
You can't touch this. Can't touch this. My music.
These formulas are the way to select objects from a set of n objects in a certain order. Same thing applies to combinations. The only difference is that order does not matter and the formula is shown here.
Here we are dealing with compound events involving 2 or more separate events. Independent means the first event does not have an effect on the second event. If there is only one independent event, use a tree diagram. If there are 2 different independent events, use the formulas shown. This is called the product rule.
On the other hand, dependent events are when the first event affects the second event. Dependent events use conditional probability, and the formula for dependent events is shown here.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Mutually exclusive or disjoint events cannot occur at the same time. The notation for this is shown here. This can be expressed in a Venn diagram.
Glock in my Rari. 17 shots.
Non-mutually exclusive events can occur simultaneously. The formula for this is shown here.
See that as one.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count